Hello Red Devils, MUFC Legend here and I'm back again in the video. So Manchester United play RB Leipzig in the Champions League, and obviously it will be a difficult game. In my opinion, it will be more difficult than Paris Saint-Germain because the PSG team, they weren't playing that well compared to RB Leipzig, who are actually a well-coached team that play good, sustained attacking football. So it will be a difficult match in my opinion, much more difficult than playing PSG. But we're Manchester United, we beat PSG. Obviously, that will give us some confidence going into the match, and hopefully that confidence added to the quality of players that we have now, we can go ahead and get the victory. So if we do win, then it will be put us in a strong position of qualifying in the group, because that's two very good games. If we do get 2 victories, that's 6 points on the board, obviously, and hopefully we do get through the group. Obviously, it will be hard because PSG and RB Leipzig, they both are really good teams. So there's 3 really good teams in the group. The 4th team isn't as strong as the other 3, so I don't see them qualifying. But with Man United, we have to go for it. So I do think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will stick to a back 4. We did that against Chelsea. So Chelsea played like a back 3 against Man United because they thought that we were going to play a back 3. But instead, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer opted for a back 4. And in my opinion, the game was kind of boring. But Man United, we had more shots on target. And in my opinion, we did play better with the back 4. So RB Leipzig, they tend to play a back 3 as well. So in my opinion, we should play a back 4 because it looked really good against Chelsea. So hopefully we can carry that form and that game into the game against RB Leipzig, because we should have scored obviously against Chelsea. But the goalkeeper made fantastic saves. Mendy did save Chelsea a lot of times. If it was Kepa in goal, I think we would have won that game. But Mendy, got to give it to him. He made fantastic saves. But anyway, this is my predicted lineup for Manchester United against RB Leipzig. So David De Gea in goal. Obviously, I don't need to justify this. I think David De Gea will continue to be Man United's #1 keeper. So David De Gea. Now the back 4, I want to see Alex Telles play. Luke Shaw, he's been okay. Against Chelsea, he wasn't that great in my opinion. He was very passive. I wanted Luke Shaw to be much more aggressive. Alex Telles is that player. He's very aggressive. Very energized. So Alex Telles left back, with centre backs being Victor Lindelof and Tuanzebe. So I would drop Maguire for this game, purely because of the fact that RB Leipzig, they play with high intensity, and they play with players around the edge of the opposition box. And in my opinion, Harry Maguire, it'll be too much for him to handle. When Tuanzebe, we've already seen that he can cope with that. With Neymar, Mbappe, Di Maria, players like that running against him, he's coped with it very, very well. So I would stick Tuanzebe back in alongside Lindelof. Lindelof had a great game against PSG, and in my opinion, it would be unfair to drop Lindelof. He's been better than Maguire recently, so Lindelof has to play, and Tuanzebe. So I would put them as a centre-back pairing, with obviously Wan-Bissaka right back. So Wan-Bissaka's incredible right back. In my opinion, he's coming back to form now. The last couple of games, he's been fantastic. And so Wan-Bissaka, I'm really happy to see him back on form. Even his attacking capabilities have increased this season. He's looking very, very like a threat in the opposition box whenever he does get into the final third. So Wan-Bissaka right back. And the midfield, I will go with the 4-4-2 diamond. Some people are saying 4-2-3-1, but the 4-4-2 diamond can obviously complement our midfield qualities. So I would play Fred centre defensive mid, with Paul Pogba left centre mid, Van de Beek right centre mid, and Bruno Fernandes centre attacking mid. So this is the 4 that I would play. Now against RB Leipzig, they do push very, very wide. So that's one of the reasons why playing wingers, in my opinion, against RB Leipzig isn't a great strategy. However, if you overload them in the midfield, because of the players go wide, that means there's a great gap in the middle. And if we do overload that middle gap through the midfielders that we have, Fred, Van de Beek, Pogba and Fernandes, I think we can really hurt RB Leipzig. And in my opinion, this is the formation that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will go for. So Fred, Van de Beek, Pogba and Fernandes. So Van de Beek, in my opinion, he should be starting for us. He's much better on the ball and off the ball than than McTominay. McTominay has been good, don't get me wrong. He has been good, but he's very limited in terms of, against Chelsea, McTominay's misplaced passes so many times, and that is his limitation. His passing isn't that great in my opinion. He's very good at breaking up the play, but so is Fred. So we don't need 2 players that can do the same role. So I would like to see Fred alongside Van de Beek and Pogba. I would like to see Pogba start. I don't like the Pogba bench role. In my opinion, Pogba's the best midfielder, if not the second best midfielder behind Bruno Fernandes that we have at the club. And the best players, you have to start them. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, you can't keep playing Pogba on the bench. Although he has come on and made a good impact in my opinion, the impact he makes from starting is much better. And he's coming back to fitness. He's coming back on form. So I would start Paul Pogba. And obviously Bruno Fernandes. He's that type of player that doesn't want to get arrested. And against RB Leipzig, you don't want to obviously rest your best player. Bruno Fernandes is our best player. He's incredible. The things he does for our team, the attacking capabilities that he shows, is absolutely incredible. And there's a stat that Bruno Fernandes has created the most chances in the Premier League, I think, this season. So that's an incredible stat. And that shows that Bruno Fernandes is a world-class player. And I don't know why rival fans don't rate him, because in my opinion, they're just jealous of him because he's actually a really, really good player. So Bruno Fernandes set like a mid. And then the front two, you might be surprised, but I'm going to go with Marcus Rashford, left striker, and Anthony Martial, right striker. So the 4-4-2 diamond. And some people do want to see Cavani play. In my opinion, it's just a bit too early for him to start a game. Although when he came on against Chelsea, he looked okay. He didn't look that sharp, but he did look good. So I would give him, a couple more games before he can actually start a game for Man United. But at the moment in time, Martial and Rashford, in my opinion, they're the best strikers that we have right now, on form as well. Martial, he holds the ball up really, really well. The dribbling he does on the edge of the opposition box is really good. And obviously Rashford, he's got that killer goals now. He's scoring winning goals. He's got that winning mentality. So I would like to see them to start up front. So anyway, David De Gea, Alex Telles, Lindelof, Tuanzebe, Wan-Bissaka, Fred, Van de Beek, Pogba, Fernandes, Rashford and Martial. Let me know what you think about this team in the comments below. It's been an MUF Decision. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys